Right.
It's almost too wonderful to be true. Do you know what that will mean for us?
Have you ever wondered why one of the most heartwarming and humane television series of all time ended with a terrifying explosion that wiped out an entire town? Little House on the Prairie was not just an entertainment series, it was the soul and life's work of Michael Landon. Nevertheless, behind those tear-jerking frames of family love lay a production secret full of rage and a radical decision that shocked Hollywood at the time. What drove the nation's father, Charles Ingalls, to personally ignite the explosives for his own spiritual child? The answer does not lie in the script, but in a reality far more harsh than that. Let us travel back in time to discover the shocking truth that Michael Landon concealed for many decades right now. The journey of the film began from the autobiographical pages of the female writer Laura Ingalls Wilder. In 1974, the first pilot episode officially debuted to television audiences, opening a new chapter for the family film genre.
Room for the girls and one for us.
Don't forget, a door that locks.
The work quickly created a fever thanks to its authenticity and simplicity. From the very first days, Michael Landon was chosen to play the role of Charles Ingalls, the pillar of the family. With dedication, he did not just stop at the lead acting role, but gradually took on other important positions. Landon became the artistic director, ensuring consistency for the film. The presence of Michael Landon was considered the soul, helping the work maintain its enduring appeal over many years. He built the exemplary image of the father, Charles Ingalls, becoming a symbol of resilience and love. This helped the film capture the hearts of millions of viewers around the world. Throughout the first seasons, the film continuously maintained high rankings on the viewership rating charts. This achievement was a testament to the attraction of the content and the talent of the production team. Critics highly appreciated the meticulousness in every frame and script. The film's setting was filmed at Big Sky Ranch in the Simi Valley area, California. The vast fields and rolling mountains perfectly recreated the wild western space of the 1870s. This location became a symbol associated with the memories of loyal fans. The film's content focused on exploiting the arduous but also very heroic life of pioneering. Audiences witnessed the journey of people seeking new lands to settle.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
Economic difficulties and harsh living conditions were described extremely vividly on screen. Not stopping at family stories, the film also skillfully integrated many profound social issues. Themes such as racism or the gap between rich and poor were brought into the script in a subtle way. This created ideological depth for a popular television work. One of the milestones that took away many tears from the audience was the event of the character Mary going blind.
The condition only worsens. Mr. Ingalls, Mary is going blind.
This situation occurred in the year 1879 within the film's timeline, marking an important psychological turning point. The way the Ingalls family overcame the ordeal together strongly inspired viewers. The film also did not hesitate to face natural disasters or dangerous epidemics. These details helped recreate the most authentic ferocity of American history at that time. It showed the fragility of humans before the power of nature and fate. In the production process, Michael Landon played the role of a bridge connecting the entire cast. He was not only a colleague but also a teacher, a devoted mentor on set. This connection created a working atmosphere just like a real family. Landon directly penned many important episodes, bringing profound, humane perspectives. His screenwriting ability helped the characters have consistent and logical psychological development. Each story conveyed bore his personal mark and philosophy of life. In the position of director, Michael Landon was always strict with every shot to achieve the best visual effect. He prioritized using natural light and wide angles to honor the beauty of nature. This meticulousness created a characteristic visual style for the film. The success of the work also came from the smooth combination between humorous and dramatic elements. Situations that were both funny and sad interspersed with psychological climaxes, kept the audience from getting bored. This was the golden formula that helped the film maintain its vitality through nearly a decade of broadcasting. Still, the golden journey of the film closed with a shock that no one could have expected. Signs of the end. The rift between the production team and the broadcasting unit began to emerge clearly as the 9th season reached its final episodes. On March 21, 1983, the film officially closed its regular broadcast journey on the NBC network. This moment marked a major shift in the station's strategy. Even though the film still maintained a stable audience, television executives made the decision to stop production. Still, the manner in which this cancellation was announced caused a great wave of indignation within the film crew. Professional working procedures were not properly respected. Michael Landon did not receive any official calls or documents from NBC leadership regarding the termination of the contract. Instead, he only learned of this grim news through indirect sources and from child actress Melissa Gilbert. This incident created a heavy psychological shock. Melissa Gilbert was the first to hear the rumors and directly asked Michael Landon to confirm the truth. At that time, Landon was completely stunned because he, as the lead producer, was the last person to know about the fate of the work he had built. Michael Landon's anger quickly flared up at the behavior considered impolite and disrespectful by the network. He believed that a longtime partner like himself deserved to receive a direct notification. The relationship between Landon and NBC began to fall into a state of extreme tension. It should be recalled that Michael Landon had an incredibly long history of dedication to NBC over many decades. Before starting the current project, he had been a shining star in the series Bonanza. This enduring attachment made him feel bitterly betrayed. To Michael Landon, the television station's action was not just a simple business decision, but a professional insult. He could not accept that a highly influential film series was treated like a commodity that had outlived its value. The artist's self-respect was wounded. In that context, Landon began to conceive the intention of a fierce response through art itself. He did not want to end the film in silence or according to the scripts imposed by the network. A plan for a symbolic final episode began to take shape. Rather than leaving NBC to decide how to end it, Michael Landon decided to personally pen the special script. This was an episode with a 2-hour duration aimed at bringing the most complete conclusion. He wanted to hold absolute control over the fate of the characters. Michael Landon's mood at that time was described as a mixture of sadness and determination. He felt he had a responsibility to protect the image of his spiritual child against external influences. So many years of dedication could not end abruptly and pointlessly. The preparation for this special episode took place in an urgent but heavy atmosphere on set. Every member of the film crew sensed the change in Landon's attitude toward management. The solidarity of the entire team created the strength for the final decision. Landon wanted to send a powerful message through the final images of the film. He understood that this was the last chance to assert his position and self-respect to the television leadership. The script was built with details that were explosive and irreversible. This decision by Michael Landon was not only aimed at ending an on-screen story, it was also an act of asserting spiritual ownership over a cultural legacy. He did not allow anyone to easily erase or distort the value of the work. Throughout the process of working on the final episode, Landon always maintained a steadfast and uncompromising attitude. The disappointment toward NBC became the motivation for him to create the most shocking ending in history. Every detail in the script was carefully calculated to make a strong impression. The network's betrayal truly pushed Michael Landon to a new limit in creative thinking. He was willing to sacrifice the material values of the set in exchange for a steel-like affirmation. This was the origin of the dramatic destruction that followed. The rage from behind the scenes quickly transformed into real blocks of explosives placed under the foundations of the buildings at Walnut Grove. A shocking decision. On February 6, 1984, the special episode titled Little House, The Last Farewell officially aired, closing the entire journey of the series. In the script, the residents of Walnut Grove made an incredibly painful decision. They chose to destroy all their homes so they would not fall into the hands of a greedy landowner. Still, this event did not only take place on the pages of the television script, but was also a real-life explosion. Michael Landon ordered the technical team to use a large amount of dynamite and TNT. The goal was to level most of the structures at the filming location in Simi Valley. Almost all of the town's iconic buildings, from the post office to the general store, were blown up in an instant. Only the church and the small house of the Ingalls family were preserved. This action created a scene of true desolation right before the camera lens. When asked about the reason for this shocking act, Michael Landon gave a very straightforward explanation. He declared that he did not want anyone making low-quality films at this location. Landon feared the sacred values of the series would be cheaply commercialized. The decision to destroy the studio also stemmed from a legal commitment to the landowner at Big Sky Ranch. According to the original agreement, the film crew had to return the land to its natural state after finishing. Still, instead of manual dismantling, Michael Landon chose the most drastic method. The use of explosives was also considered a psychological release for the entire film crew. After nearly a decade of attachment, witnessing the collapse of the setting with their own eyes helped them achieve a definitive emotional closure. This was the moment marking the end of an era. To Michael Landon, this explosion also signified an indirect message sent to NBC leadership. Through the obliteration of the scene, he asserted supreme control over the legacy he had built. He did not allow the network any opportunity to re-exploit this setting. The actors present at the scene that day could not hold back real tears. As the explosions rang out and dust clouds covered the space, shock was evident on every face. The sorrowful emotions appearing in the final episode were entirely natural reactions. Melissa Gilbert later shared that the explosion brought a feeling akin to true mourning for the crew. Every happy and sad memory over many years seemed to vanish along with the rubble of the buildings. Michael Landon turned the end of the series into an unforgettable historical event. Landon's action was considered extreme by some, but to him, it was the way to protect purity. He wanted audiences, when remembering Walnut Grove, to only recall the most beautiful images in the film. Destroying the set ensured the backdrop would never appear in any commercials. Michael Landon's decisiveness left the media and the public of that time utterly stunned. Rarely has a producer dared to destroy an entire costly infrastructure just to assert an artistic ego. This act solidified his highly distinctive status in Hollywood. Throughout the execution of the explosion, Landon always closely supervised to ensure absolute safety for the crew. He wanted everything to proceed perfectly and with the highest possible symbolic meaning. Each collapsing building carried with it a part of the dedication he had painstakingly cultivated. After the explosion, the filming area was gradually reclaimed by nature, just as promised to the landowner. What remained were only fragments and memories in the minds of those who participated. The legacy of the film at this point was officially transformed from material form into spiritual value. The event of destroying Walnut Grove has become one of the most classic behind-the-scenes legends in world cinema. It shows the thin line between creation and destruction in the vision of a genius. Michael Landon went out the way he wanted, brilliant and resounding. After the historic explosion marking the conclusion, Michael Landon continued to dedicate himself to art before his legacy became eternal. Sustainable values. After closing the lifelong television project, Michael Landon continued to assert his position with many different roles in the entertainment industry. Still, a cruel turning point occurred in April 1991 when he received a diagnosis of pancreatic cancer. This information caused a powerful shock to the public. Even while facing a serious illness, the artist maintained an optimistic spirit and admirable resilience until his final days. On July 1, 1991, Michael Landon passed away in Malibu, California, at the age of 54. His departure left a great void in the hearts of global fans. In financial terms, Michael Landon left behind an estate valued at approximately $40 million at the time of 1991. This figure is equivalent to about 100 million US dollars in today's currency value. The entire assets were divided fairly among his wife and 9 children according to his will. His artistic legacy, especially the film about the Prairie region, continues to be broadcast in many countries. The work has surpassed the boundaries of an ordinary television series to become a cultural symbol. The humane values that Landon built remain fully vibrant. By 2026, information about the cast of years ago still attracts great interest from generations of audiences. Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls, has now turned 62 and achieved much success in business. She is the founder of the brand Modern Prairie, honoring a natural lifestyle. Karen Grassel, who played the Mother Caroline, is now 84 years old and still maintains a stable health condition. She frequently participates in cultural events and shares memories of the time, working with Michael Landon. Her mental clarity is a great joy for the fan community. Melissa Sue Anderson, the actress who played Mary, is currently residing in Canada at the age of 63. A notable event took place in 2025 when she officially reconnected with Melissa Gilbert. The relationship between these two stars once took up much ink from the press in the past. This reconciliation event has cleared away rumors of discord lasting for many decades between the two Ingalls sisters on screen. Audiences were deeply moved to see them appear together and share common values. This further increases the humanity of the film. Other members such as Allison Arngrim or the Greenbush sisters still actively participate in fan gatherings. They frequently organize journeys back to the old settings or participate in online forums. The enthusiasm of the old cast helps maintain a sustainable fan community. Up to the present, reunions are still organized periodically with a large and professional scale. This is an occasion for the audience to meet their idols in the flesh and hear behind-the-scenes stories. The attraction of these events proves the immortal value of the film. The journey of the actors after the film shows that each person found their own direction, but still always treasures the past. They consider the time working at Walnut Grove as the most brilliant years of their careers. The lessons from Michael Landon have become a North Star for them. The influence of the film also extends to fields such as education and psychology. Many experts have used situations in the film to teach about resilience and family affection. Michael Landon's work has truly become a valuable visual teaching tool. The International Cinematic Archival System has also performed the restoration of the episodes into high-quality formats. This helps today's generation of young audiences access the film with the most vivid images and sounds. Landon's legacy is preserved meticulously. The Little House brand today does not just stop at films but also develops strongly in the houseware and fashion segments. Designs with a nostalgic and rustic feel are becoming a preferred trend. The spirit of the film has woven itself into modern life. Streaming platforms have helped the film reach millions of young viewers in new countries. The warm reception from those born after the year 2000 shows that the film's content is not at all outdated. Values of kindness always have a place in every era. Michael Landon's decision to explode the town of Walnut Grove was not merely an act of anger, but a steel-like affirmation of self-respect and pure love for art. Although that town has vanished into smoke and clouds, the exemplary image of Pa Ingalls and the profound humane values will always live on, becoming an invaluable part of the memories of millions of families across many generations. What do you think about the way Michael Landon protected his spiritual child? Please leave your opinions in the comments section below. If you love behind-the-scenes secrets and stories about cinematic legends, please press subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss the next fascinating videos. Thank you for watching.